Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Little Big Workshop, episode 6. So, between last episode and this, we've got our round of repair going. We've got a couple of rounds of our tables and food going in here, although we'd already previously liquidated some of our tables, so just a few more tables to complete, and we'll be good to go while we are shipping in some new supplies for another round of tables and another round of food. The food might be going by the wayside. As much as it pains me, like our plastics department has been doing some really good stuff, but it's the market for it is drying up. And while yes, I could find a replacement plasticky product for it, I may want to take the opportunity to turn this into a mega room and get a really, really big and robust medium production line flowing there, while preserving our tables here. So then, let's see here. Oh yes, I also, between last episode and next, we had a new name in-game patron. So, our one generic dude is no longer generic. Josh B, welcome to the party. Now get to work. Alright, we are ready to liquidate these remaining tables. Yeah, the tables are a little in decline, but I'm not terrified. Like, if they just kind of waffle around the middle here, I'm not going to abandon and uproot my whole table department. That would be kind of silly. Now, one of the things that we need to do in order to get ourselves our thing here prepped, obviously we have our shovels coming in. And we need this equipment here set up for them. But I can tell you right now, shovels are not in the long term, because the only thing that resembles shovels, the grass agitator, is getting nemesis-ed and is already in the toilet. So there's no reason to stick around with this setup. I just want to get my relations up so that I can hit my milestones here. I don't know if this one will crack rank 3 with Mr. Crazy Larry dude. But it certainly couldn't hurt to try. And then as far as the deliver more than 50 medium products in the net worth thing, that will be my move afterwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, one thing I want to plan for here is we kind of need a receiving department, a way to store some of our finished goods. That might be a little on the bulky side, or more specifically in this case, storing some of our equipment so we can have a pristinely empty set of rooms and then set up the new thing all together. That's actually a little bit more important than storing the output. Granted, the output is an important item, but well, I have my reservations about that. But either way, we need a receiving department. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to, while we're working on these shovels, let's get, let's say about 4 meters. It does not need to be appreciably wide. We just need to do that. And then, yeah, we're just going to put the door on the outside here, like so. Well, I mean, we could put a door into it when we remodel our plastics department, but for now, yeah, we can afford a $2,000 purchase here, so we can get that cooking while we wait. And that's basically allow us to dismantle all of these rooms and put the stuff somewhere, probably in boxes, while we then start mapping stuff out. And I think it's really important to do that, just so that you're not working around or warping your setting. Based on pre-existing machinery that happens to be in the way. I'd rather there be more efficiencies. I love this little simultaneous production here. I wish there was a way to label one of your stuff as quote-unquote sticky. And what I mean by sticky is like tell them that, okay, you're making this handle here. As soon as you take it out of there, if there's a room in the next step, i.e. the thing, don't bring it to the shelf. Just walk it straight over there. Even if you're not the one that ultimately, does the assembly, just walk it over there. You have it in your hands anyway. One of the tenements of Six Sigma is to touch your products as few times as possible. Not because you're trying to avoid getting them dirty, but because you're trying to, every time you pick up and put down something, that is wasted effort, or rather, that is additional effort. So you want to do that as few times as possible. Now, and this is kind of the reason why I love this game, I try to design my stuff with Six Sigma methodology in mind, but there are some infuriating lack of abilities that, restrict me from going full bore on the subject. But regardless, let's let them do their thing. I think I'm going to put in a little fast forward. And we'll go from there. Okay, we are done with our shovels. Let's deliver these beasts. And we are done with our room here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to box everything up and I'm going to define this whole room as a generic storage. I usually don't like doing that. But a generic storage will attract all of these stray boxes here. Looks like we had some leftover parts. It's too bad you can't just order them to just, I don't know, finish it off and, if we ever get a rogue shovel order, we could just toss it the market's way. But then again... Alright, we'll get you out of here, get you out of here. That should be the last of the shovels. Oh. Why were you putting them over there? Oh, I guess when I didn't give them a chance, but curious that shovels can fit on small shelves. I didn't realize that. The more you know. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, actually, what the smarter thing will be is to do this. Do a line of these, and then do another strip. That way, it forces them to make a lane where there's not stuff in the way. But now, yeah, we got our room cleared out, but we're not wasting, time, energy, and stuff. This is sort of like our tool shed. We're gonna probably need another one of these little zone thingies here. And just draw it down the middle here. Alright, we got the last of our tables done. We do want to refresh our orders for tables. Because this room, there's no reason to not keep humming. In fact, while we wait for more materials, let's get a round O repairs in. Yeah, I ordered everything to be repaired. Now this over here, I think we're going to need some stuff. So in order to get our next thing, I think we're going to take basic plastics here. Because that opens up the tech tree immensely. That also gives us our next contact. The details of which are, she wants us to make some standard bicycles. And this thing is beastly. Now this is a capital M medium product. This is what's going to require a lot more doing, but I think we'll be in good shape. The reason why we needed advanced plastics is this foam machine admittedly it is only one step of it, but it's a step of it. You can't not do foam machine thing. So that's what we need. So we are going to be needing some equipment purchases here, both for brand new stuff and probably some duplicate stuff that we don't already have, but we've got the money for it. This is the other reason I was wanting to save up for it. Attributes of here. So we got 4 attributes to worry about. Comfort is 1. They want these to be a bony-butted bike. And then decent durability, not so much with the style, and then plenty of utility, which is a new thing, which certain parts lend themselves to. But either way, it seems kind of low-end bicycle, which is fine. So what we need to do here, I think actually what we need to do is we got to wait for our plastics department to finish itself up. What I'm going to start doing, because yeah, there's no more stuff here. We're going to dismantle our plastics department. We are also going to now. One thing we could do is instead of knocking this whole wall down here, put a door here and basically make the production span 2 whole rooms. That is a distinct possibility here. We can absolutely get away with that. But now you can see why. See, now this is why I don't like generic things. You're not supposed to move that wood here, you lazy bones. You're supposed to bring it down here. But no, it's generic. It can accept anything. And now we have to go and hire a freaking hauler just to move this stuff to its proper location. I mean, we were going to need to hire a hauler anyway. But yeah, this, my friends, is why I really, really don't like using generic zones, because they will take the opportunity to use them inappropriately whenever possible. Right, we will strip you off the floor. I'm not going to rip up all the nicey, shiny thingies yet. But yeah, so yeah, everyone brings them in here, and now everyone's picking it up and moving it over here. Why didn't you just put it in the right spot to begin with? For Pete's sake. That's inefficient. You're touching it too many times. And why aren't you doing anything, Mr. Courier? I already fired one of your people here. Why did you let a normal worker reserve the pickup job from you? You're supposed to have dibs on those. This is what I'm talking about. Alright. So yeah, the new round of tables should keep our people busy while we then liquidate. Well, we don't even have much of a room to liquidate everything in here. We might need to make do to have some spot corrections in here. In which case, you know what? I just can't hold on to these workers, these couriers. Get out of here! You're just farting around. You are inefficient. And again, on paper, haulers are a good thing. But in practice, the way the game mechanics are currently shaped, they're not. And why is this job not divvied up? Seriously, why is this job not divvied up? I'm looking at you, Billboard. I might just sell you. You are talking about game mechanics that look good on paper and don't work properly, at least in the current way they are implemented. Alright, let's get you guys packed up. Paint station are all done. We can get our small shelf packed up. I'm just going to sell this freaking thing. Alright, let's sell that toy food. I should have checked which of the 2 flavors was more profitable, but yeah. Okay, now let us get into our grand build here. I think what we're going to do here is I think we're just going to disassemble everything. Because I don't think there's any more room in the storage closet for more items. So we might as well just disassemble them and then we can move them around within the floor. And obviously we can't take this thing down just yet. Alright, let's start building. I will make the determination if I either need to knock this wall down or just make a door. A door would be more useful because we could split up the room penalties. But we'll play it by ear. All right, so let's start at the earliest chain because we want to basically make the sub steps sort of play into each other. So this is furthest down the tree. So here we have no choice but metal injection or metal molding, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. And then all we have to really do is choose what kind of rim we want in terms of the style and whatnot. So we want things that are a little bit more durable than they are stylish. And utility is, I mean, honestly, just go middle of the road here. We can always make adjustments. Oh, 7? Oh, maybe because of the spokes. Is there a smarter way to do that? No, that's still 7. All right. Wait, 2 hours. Hang on. I want to just 2 hours. 2 hours. So it really, from a functional standpoint, it doesn't matter. They're just going to be doing a lot of these things. We need 7 of these repetitions to make a wheel here. Oh, I see what it is. They're going to put 7 units of metal in here. So it's still only going to be smaller actions, but it's going to yield a lot of individual parts here. Okay. And then down here we have the foam injection. And that makes the rubber tube. And then those two need to get assembled. So here's what we're going to do. Now, yeah, inventory. We should be able to pick up... Are you telling me that the inventory is... Are you telling me that the inventory, the whole inventory... Yeah, that's the lathes. You're telling me that I can't select the inventory from here. That's kind of the whole freaking point. Alright, small forge. Here's what we want to do. Injection press. I think we actually want the large shelf, but I think we have yeah, here it is, large shelf. We're going to start here in the corner. Yeah, actually, we'll do small forge here, and we'll do, no, that's the paint station. That's the large shelf. See, this is where I wish we could pause in midstream here. It pauses when we do this. So this is going to point you to the foam injection machine. And actually, let's plan you here. And actually, we actually want to move you up a smidge-meter here. And then you two will go to an assembly table. And we are going to utilize multiple assembly tables here. Standing fan assembly station. There we go. So this assembly station is a little bit unwieldy. I think it would be best if we left it along the side here. I'm going to put it up here because we want to move this up a smidge-meter here. We want to scooch you over just a bit. Because this way they're all sort of operating in a very common space, and then in these little kitty corners here, we can put our decorative items. We might as well order that just to get it on the floor here. Okay, so that's this part of it right here. So we've got metal injection, foam injection, assemble. That turns into a wheel. Now, this wheel is going to need to be combined with a few other products that we're going to want nearby in order to have it assembled. Now, looking at the assembly jobs here, one thing we could do, I'm thinking, I don't want to have, well, we could have a separate assembly table for all 3 of these major assemblies. We certainly want one here, but it would also be useful to have it assemble this as well. The other thing we need to keep in mind is what's the bulkiness of these items. That's something that is not readily apparent. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a quick cut here, and I'm gonna do some research off screen, because otherwise it's gonna be nothing but hemming and hawing here. And then when we get back, I will show you my layout and explain the whole methodology for everything. So I'll see you on the flip side. Hello, we're back. Okay, so let's get to building this. I was doing some experimentation here, and I decided to change up a few things here. So first off, there are a lot of machines here, and there's going to be a couple of changes we're going to need to make. First off, we do need to... actually, we need to sell this thing off. This thing we can disassemble. But one of the things we do need to do here is add a door. A very, very important door. Right about there. That should be the correct spacing. Hang on, I just need to check something. Yes, that is the correct spacing. Absolutely the correct spacing. The other thing, demolish this door. I have made the executive decision to keep these as two separate rooms, but our production will be spanning the two of them. So it is going to be one production line, but I'm going to keep the rooms separate to keep the bonuses and penalties sane, so that way we don't get those large room penalty nonsense. Because I'll tell you, I did a little experimentation here. If I knock this wall down, not only do we get the minus 25 large room penalty, but we also get a minus 50 huge room penalty. In addition to adding all the noise from all the machines up here and getting half power from repeated things. Yeah, our people will be miserable if we combine the two rooms. So we do want to keep them separate, but a door is fine. All right, so... what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to be, what do we have here? Assembly station, right. We're just going to put you over here for the time being. We're also going to get rid of all these little excess areas here. And we're going to, not move you, or not disassemble you. Be helpful if I could click things. So, all right, so we're going to go here and let's plan out our bike here. Now, we already started playing, so let's take stock of everything we need. So, plastic or welding, but we don't really need that high of a stats. This is pretty low statted bike, so we can go with plastic here. This thing, no, we don't. We can do more plastic. I mean, we already have the plastic injection mold, so we might as well make a plastic little basket thingy for it. And then for here, these parts right here, chain links, more molding, these right here. Now, if we do the welded thing, this requires a lot of parts. But if we do the lower thing here, and yeah, we take a slight hit in stats, the standard handle, but it is so much simpler to assemble it, and we could do more forging there. Now, we do need a one knitting thing, but we only need a one comfort, so we can go with the lower comfort seat with higher stats elsewhere. Right then. So now if we total this up, we need 1, 2, 3 plastic machines, which happens to be the ones we cannibalized from our toy food section here. So let's move those guys in here. There's our foam injector, because that's brand new, but we knew we need that. Injection press. Get you here. Injection press. Get you there. And one more injection press. Get you there. Beautiful. And then for all of these, we're going to have a large shelf to store all the materials. Actually, we could get a smaller shelf sitting right here. That might be a smart thing to do. Or no, actually, we could do the large shelf and then get the water cooler? No. What would fit there? Some sort of fluff. Flower box? Nope. Not the flower box. I guess we're going to need to get the fan. Not the water cooler. See, this is... I wish they would label them. Because I can't just pull them out of the inventory here. Stick saw, sewing... Oh, well, actually, we do need the sewing station now that we've found it here. Sewing station get. Ah, standing fan. Yeah, we can sneak a standing fan in here. Although part of me actually kind of wants to keep this little row open here to permit flow of goods. Oh yeah, let's liquidate our tables real quick before the market turns. Ooh, and get more of them. That was close. I almost missed the market for one because the market's about to roll over. Okay. All right, so they're moving that over there. So we're going to have all the plastic in that over here. Where's that? Not the flower box. I want the... Actually, maybe I do want the flower box over here. That works out nicely. All right, so let's... where's our other metal forge? You don't need a stick saw for this whole project, actually. I'll get you in a minute. Hello? Hey! Oh, okay, he's not actually stomping on something. All right, phew! And here's some more nonsense. More nonsense. And why did you put the feet over here? Why? Why? Of course they put it in the middle of the thing. Yeah, I know. Double minus minus. Of course it's double minus minus. So we need a... No, I don't want that. We need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forge processes. And because they are a molded process, we need a separate forge for each of them. And this is why, my friends, is why we took the door out. Right then, we are also going to need a large shelf here. Not the paint stations. We don't actually need any of those. Not assembly, not yet anyway. Water cooler. Do we have any large shelves left? Yes, we do. Okay. So this is going to hold the raw materials for all of these. Actually, you know what? It might be smarter to... Yeah, you know what? Let's put these over here. Yeah, like right here in the back. Have all the raw mats down here in the back. That should do nicely. Oh yeah, we can deliver those, order those. Because this is going to be a bit of a process getting this whole line set up here. Now, we need a lot of assembly. A lot of assembly. We need one grand finale assembly. We need one Big McLarge assembly down here. I mean, we could do all of the assembling in the other room, presumably. Because that would actually help things speed. That would help speed things along. Yeah, I think what we can do here. Assembly station. If we do something, yeah, like that. And we cannot quite fit you in there, but that's okay. Because what we can do... if we do a large shelf here... This large shelf can sort of be home to the two things that these things will be assembling. We could also squeeze in a few more assembly stations down here to assemble some of the sort of the par assembled parts. Like if we get a yeah, something like that, and then one on the other side. Again, they are misusing these. Alright, now that one's being taken. Paint station. I think that's all of our, yeah, that's all of our assembly stations spoken for, so we'll have to start buying new ones. Yeah, we do something like that. Something like that, and then we can get something like this. Alright, maybe we can do a small shelf. Because I know we have small shelves. There we are. Actually, that would probably be a lot faster right there. Beautiful. Okay, standing fan. Let's, scoot you. Nope. Scoot you. Actually, you're fine right there. And then we need to find a water cooler spot for this place. Actually, this would be a fine place for a water cooler, because this part technically doesn't get in the way. What's the mood here? Alright, we need a few more things to stick somewhere, but we are in the positives. That's a good thing. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so we got all all three of the heavy hitters. If we could sneak in something, that would be fine. I mean, I guess we could do something like a, cactus here. That technically wouldn't get into too many people's ways. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so yeah, alright, so let's start hooking these things up. So plastic, you know, I like my whole aqua-colored stuff here. So aqua-colored. It's the Barbara doll. She's been reincarnated as a bicycle. And then we got our foam injector, which we need that specialized machine for. And then up here, was it this one? Dagnabbit. Alright, hang on. I lost track of which ones were which. And I don't want to assign 2 to 1. Alright, now we know those are good. Okay, now to the forges. So what we're going to do is, this is metal on metal here. So we're going to do this forge. Actually, no, we'll do that forge for that one. That forge for that one. Pick that. And then this assembly table for that. Meanwhile, up here, since there's plastic involved, this assembly table is going to handle that. And then this forge over here, we'll do this one by the door. Alright, now we need a fabric. White seat? Green seat? Nah, clashes. Red seat? White seat. Only one place to link you to. Alright, we already did these two, so this one gets linked up to this one. We go for the cheap metal here. Oh, actually, you know what? The foam assembler might be a smarter move down here. Yeah, you know what? Let's link you to that, because that's where the foam machine is. Because there's that one. I mean, this one's a really tiny operation. It could probably be shared with this one here. Actually, you know what? They're both going to share this one. Because this is a quick operation as well. We want both of these operations to be done by that one table. Because 43 minutes, 1 hour, really, really low time. So what one table should be able to handle it. Whereas all these others, these are bigger, beefier projects. So I think what the proper move is here is this thing will be linked up to this right here. And that leaves just the grand bike assembly, which is up here. All right, excellent. So, well, I'm not quite ready to execute this yet because I got to plan out our spaces here, our zones. We also gotta kit out these rooms here. So, boom, 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 and boom. We use that assembly station as the subproducts. Alright, there. And this will be for you. And you'll be in the way. Boom, 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 boom. And then this assembly station. Alright, now we get this place, this one. Alright, get you here. And this will be the property of this assembly station. Now, I also know from doing some testing here that one of the products here is too big to fit on a shelf, but there's also sub-products that do need a shelf. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to extend this oh, for Pete's sake. Really? Forgot about that little piddly. No. Do not tell me I have to take this freaking thing down just to get at the damn zone. Ugh. Alright, well, while we wait for somebody to handle that, we do need to spiffy up this room. I mean, there's going to be a lot of open space, but we're also going to be doing inventory in here. Oh wait, hang on. I don't necessarily need to buy new ones of these because we've got some leftovers here. Aid station flower box. There it goes. We want to use up the leftovers, not the stick saw, not the small shelf standing fan. Definitely. Water cooler. That should be more than enough because I mean these two things are not. These things are low thing. We could, if we made this wall a little bit longer, we could conceivably fit the whole thing in one room without too many penalties. But this is how I'm building it. I might refine it into another method later. Okay, where's that dang large shelf that I had to put away? Because we need you to put it back. Put him back. Alright, so now yeah, that goes like that. Like that. And then this becomes property of this. And then we have a big ol' set of finished goods. And we're gonna do them in a bunch of strips here because these are bicycles. They need long, thin. I mean, I guess we could just stretch it out and let them place it. I mean, this could be our de facto receiving department, even for our tables, if we wanted to. We wanted to be cute about it. But I think we're ready. So let's execute this beast. Look at all those jobs flowing in. Oh yeah, we also need more workers to keep up with this. And yeah, we'll rehire our one person here. Yeah, everybody is changing the dyes on everything here, which is wonderful. Alright, so mood 14, mood 85. Yeah, this room's a little bit draining, but we'll take what we can get. Hey, our hauler's actually doing what they're supposed to do. Lovely. I might move this flower box, just so it's not blocking people's pathway here. That should be good. Yeah, because this isn't too far of a trip to migrate all of these other sub-products into here. We just need to monitor it for any like stuck items, or like if we have sub-products that are too big for the areas that I assigned it, then we might need to reconsider. Where are you going with that? Alright, you know what? Nope. You guys have lost neutral zone privileges. Alright, so those frames need to go somewhere larger. Alright, so maybe they need a larger shelf. Well, I don't want to use this one shelf for both of these, but I might have to. Because if we make you assembly station. Actually, you know what? If we make you a generic zone, then people can drop stuff off here, and then we can migrate the products in there with our hauler. That is actually the intended way of doing things, I think. So yeah, all right, fine. You can have your generic thing back, but no more of this nonsense. You guys should be bringing that stuff to the proper places to begin with. This is why I do not like neutral thingies. Oh, our tables are almost done. Let's queue up some more. Alright, got plenty of people doing their thing here. And, I mean, we're making good progress. I mean, this is a good indicator. Still, time will tell if there is a bottleneck to worry about. But we will deal with that in time. Because, you know, we build the rooms, we make them functional, and then, as we see them function, then we look for places to make it better. And you people are abusing the room again. I, in my good graces, let you use that. But no. You're putting the wood and metal from the tables over there. This is not what they are used for. Do not make me take away those privileges. But yeah, let's, because this is a sort of an apex thing here. Make sure that thing is done as soon as it's able to. Alright, no room for a chain because this shelf would normally be the place where they put a chain, but people are putting crap on there. And are you guys... No, you're not being dumb about the storage there. I hate neutral zones, but it makes too much sense here. I just wish there was a way to forbid them. You know, we're going to make a minimum priority. Maybe somehow that would discourage people from doing it. I'm glad those frames are able to be put under there. All right, these tables can be delivered. Yeah, and I don't mind the tables sharing this space here. That's fine. Are we missing something? What are we missing here? Paddled assembly. Oh, you know what? Pedal assembly. Yeah, they're doing all 7 of these. Okay, slight problem there. All right, let's get another assembly in here. I think we want that pedal assembly there. And we've got the room for it in more ways than one. That's why our bikes aren't getting built. So we do need that extra assembly table if we want things to go quickly. But that should still be fine enough once we get the thing in here. Alright, money's starting to whittle down just a smidge, but I still think we're okay. But that was a nasty bottleneck. I was trying to be a little greedy with our stuff here. But another assembly station will fix that once somebody builds it. And you've got the paddle assembly. Well, you would if people wouldn't start flinging stuff around here. All right. Is somebody? Yes. Okay. We have our first bicycle in production. Our first completion here. Although we've got most of our parts like par baked already. It's just that one bottleneck. So yeah, one machine to one thing works out pretty well. And yeah, these things are large, understandably so. I mean, they're freaking bicycles. But I think we're doing pretty well with our assembly here. You know, maybe is this the most efficient use of this space? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we could squeeze in some other things here. But I was looking at the market too, because, you know, once we finish this, we don't want to have all this queued up for that. But there are bicycles and mountain bikes on the market. And these things are, well, these are a duplicate, but this thing's about to take back off. Well, sort of. We could queue up some more standards and then tool ourselves up for the mountain bike. Because the mountain bike seems to be doing pretty well, but there are some extra steps to the mountain bike here. So we may need to add a few more processes, but we've got some extra room because we got a little wiggle room. So maybe mountain bikes are in our future. But I do want to unlock this particular contact here. So finishing up their standard bicycle job, defeating the mini boss to activate them, as it were, is certainly a good thing here. So let's let our people finish their things. 3 bicycles. Got the big bike, the sort of the pre-built bikes. Got to put the seat on. Got to put the pedals on. Got to get the got to get all the good stuff on there. Yeah, this is pretty much all that's really left. So you know what? I'm gonna pre-bake, and we're just gonna reuse the same plan here with two exceptions. One, the pedal assembly needs to go here, and two, we need a little more style. We need to upgrade something. We need to fancify. We need some fancy pants. What can we fancy pants that will be fancy? I mean, we could upgrade the metal. Yeah, we can upgrade the metal there. Give it real durable. So one higher tiered thing of that. Let's start with 10, and then every time we find that we don't have any inventory problems, we can increase the batch size. Because yeah, all that's really left for these bikes is to do the final assembly, so we can order more raw materials in good faith. And despite the higher workload, our break rooms seem to be holding up just fine. Yeah, we certainly have room for a few more machines in this room. So if we wanted to tackle the premium mountain bikes, we could certainly go that route. And I wouldn't mind building some mountain bikes. I had myself a mountain bike as a kid. I rode it all over the town. No, not in the mountains. I did not use it for its namesake, but I did pop some wheelies on some killer curbs, and generally just was probably a lot more independent than I would let my own kids be. But that's a whole other topic. Oh yeah, this thing. Yeah, this thing is just a big junk pile here, honestly. But it needs to not, like... Well, you also need to not toss that like that. It needs to not contain the raw materials. The raw materials go here. Alright, deliver! Well, the truck will arrive once our people finish unloading it. Oh, and our square table. We need some more square table action here. We'll put you up to 14. So you guys are getting bored here. Alright. Yeah, no spot for paddle bar. Yeah, it's just I hate that they're using this as a general inventory storage. It needs to go in the proper place. I wish there was a way to tell them not to do that, because you're gumming up our works. I mean, they can still do their things, just not as efficiently. Alright, here comes the truck, and this will be carrying us out of the episode here. Ooh, I like the sports person's truck here. Alright, folks, and everybody's ready. Grab a bicycle. Nifty looking things, aren't they? So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!